What's up, fam? It's your boy TP, Kenny Mac, and we in the house with Certified Funk. The good funk, y'all. We got Righteous and Jermaine over here.
Peace.
Happy New Year.
In the house, Happy New Year,
2020,
fam.
baby.
We are here. We are here to talk about the origin of Certified Funk. How did y'all come together?
Not the orgy.
See?
Pastor Kavasi.
This guy. Origin.
Oh, man.
Well, so yeah, Certified Funk, man. It's a collection. It was a collection. Is a collection of young brothers. Wasn't young brothers. Myself being one of them, man. Brother Jermaine over here, Facts. Natural. Divine. Brother Born. Jay. Lonzo. We were all friends, you know what I mean? Met in school, you know, and the music just drew us together, kept us together, and man, we bonded real strong, you know, with the music, man. And every day, you know, we were in the garage, sweating, man, tripping real good, lunching real good, having a good time, you know what I mean? The neighborhood, people would come out, you know, it was almost like a show every day, you know what I mean? From far as Certified Funk is concerned, from the 8th grade all the way through high school and a couple of years out of high school, you know. And you know, some of the brothers went to college, and we kept it together as long as we could, you know. Families were starting and things like that, you know. But that's how we came together, basically in school. I met Jermaine in the 9th grade, man. You know, he used to sit behind me in English class. And
Using that joint like this.
y'all know how it goes. You know, we partied. We partied. It was a junkyard joint. I can't remember. It was a junkyard. I used to say that joint every day.
In the back of the class, cranking on the desk. I'm back that joint acting like Lil Mike and Gene Pratt all rolled up in one.
We partied, man. And I was already in a band. You know, I was already in a band. And, you know, the man came on in, and boom, we did, you know, we've been together since then, man, in this band. Just the nostalgia, man, makes you laugh. You know what I'm saying? You know, that was 9th grade, man, 14 years old, man. So, but yeah, we started there. You know, we ran it from there. You know. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Who are some of your guys' influences to get that band started? Who's y'all trying to learn from and use to mimic and get your
I
own?
think during that era, originally my favorite band was Junkyard. But of course, everybody, the whole thing was, no, we don't want to be Junkyard. We don't want to sound like Junkyard. But unfortunately, and I ain't gonna say unfortunately, but we ended up, a lot of people compared us to Junk as far as our sound, just from the crank. As far as influences, a lot of bands that influenced us during that era. Around '88, like I said, I was listening to Go-Go since I was walking to school in elementary. I remember taking a Mass Extension 45 record to Show and Tell, playing that joint, and it's like nobody knew what I was playing. That everybody was accustomed to the arcade funk or trouble or the hip hop back then. So Mass Extension for me, Hot Cold Sweat, Prophecy, Class Band, Air Raid. It was just so many bands. Reality Band. It was like, man, you had those tapes and listen to them all day, like Biggie said, you know, until the tape pop. Let the tape rock till the tape pop. I was a master of fixing them joints too. You get the little pencil,
Yeah.
tape, and, you know,
Roll that drink back.
but not to get off point.
I remember that.
For the influence of Go-Go and what we were doing, my biggest influence was Mike Muse at the time. As far as Go-Go and singers, Mike Muse was like my first influence. Back when they was hitting Lady in My Life, Lady I Love You, all them old school joints when the bands used to slow it down. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, since then, listening to JY, Lil Mike, of course that Anita Baker, when that took off, that was like that was my young idol. Gene Pratt came along. Man, that's all I did was sing in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Thinking I was on stage with Junk. We would go. He used to call me Gene Jermaine.
Oh,
all I
man.
did was sing Junkyard stuff, and he's like,
Wow.
we got you. So of course we ended up we had to get in our own lane and make our own stuff up. You know what I'm saying? So Certified Funk basically was a lot of original grooves. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we had influences.
Sweet. Where'd you guys play at? And somebody think back in the day, like, oh, I seen that band. What venues you guys touch?
We started playing in the backyards, in the neighborhoods around Fort Washington. But our very first show and shows to come after, to follow, were at Evans Grill. It was like our first stage that we played on, Evans Grill. From there, I mean, it's just nameless places. We played down the Bald Eagle, down Southwest, Friendship. We used to play with Ultimate Groove back before a lot of the bands, a lot of dudes that play in so many Backyard, Junkyard, and a lot of other bands around originally came from Ultimate Groove Band in the Southwest, on Galveston Place. And we used to play down there with them on the weekends. We used to play up Garfield. Then, of course, Big Butch came along. We started doing the original day parties up Triples. And from Triples, it's like when we really, I guess, started feeling ourselves was when we started playing at night up Triples with Pleasure. It was Certified Funk, Pleasure, or Certified Funk Hot Cold Sweat Pleasure.
Wow.
On Wednesdays. And then Big Butch would rotate the bands. So, of course, shout out to Regency, Progression, a couple other bands if I don't, but Publicity, so that was our, if someone was to say, where do you remember Certified Funk from, I would say the biggest place was Triples. We played in Triples all the time.
That's what's up. All right. Got you documented. We'll get y'all back in a second.